Man, I hate working a 9 to 5. I need something fun to do.
Look out!
Eh?
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Decent waves potential. Double sequence. Please stop. Please. Oh, I'm calling the FBI. That's bullshit. Run! 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 We did it. I've come so close. No! I was not going to discard those 3. What? No! No way! No, you're kidding me, bro! Ah!
Welcome back to Mahjong Saturday.
Alright, hold on. Give me a second. I forgot to put my avatar up. Wow. Streamer. That's me. That's me, guys. Yeah. Well, let's... Wait, where the frick is it? Where is it? I have, like, too many things on my scene. Wait, there it is. I put it at the top. There it is. Alright. How do you do, everyone? Yeah. Well, you know what I did fix? I did fix all the different, like, kinds of faces I have. That, like, broke at some point. I haven't been using them, so, like, it's gonna, like, take me a while to, like, remember that, like, these even exist. And, like, put a couple new ones here. Yeah. This is the what can you do face. And then I could also put my teacher pose on. Yeah. Well, that's yeah, I don't know why that broke. I just, the only thing that I had to do was in StreamerBot, I had to just type the command again, the same command. Oh, it looks like everything broke actually. The same command that I would do, like the key command. I just had to retype that, just like what command I wanted, what hotkey I wanted, and then it just worked again. Huh. I don't know how technology works. It's on all this like vibe coding and stuff with AI. It's like, oh, somehow it may only get worse. Anyway, how's everyone doing? Hey, Kirby Socks, Miki Dio, Bewick, Shadington, Deed, how you doing? How you doing? Just type via hall. Meow. Yeah, there it is. I had to be a little bit late this stream because I had to eat breakfast. I had to eat something. I think like the amount of like firsts I get is on a Saturday might be proportional to the amount of hash browns I eat. I ate 0 hash browns last time. This time I ate 2, so I'm hoping I can get 2 here. I've been like just kind of stagnating a little bit, dropping a little bit, but not too bad. Hataji, hello. Thank you for following the channel on Twitch. Appreciate it. Yeah. That'll do. Scoring calories are correlated. Yep. For sure, I feel that. For sure. Thor is 6-so. Don't want to throw that one. No 5-so though. Red 5-so, that is. The Akka is gone. Is the indicator. Goodbye, Akka. Akka-less round. Very sad. Let's try this, I guess. Can't think on an empty stomach, indeed. How many foo are a set of hash browns? That's a good question. See, if it's a pair of hash browns, then it's like, it's actually, you know, it's not a Yakuhai tile. It doesn't give you Yaku, so it's actually 0 foo. But if I were to add a third one, then that'd probably be like 4 foo. Yeah. So, like, you know, it's something, but most of the time it's just hanging out. Alright, whatever. I guess I should have kept the West. I'm gonna throw the 8 now, because I don't want to hold too many unnecessary stray tiles. Really, I want to work around the Thora, so like anything that's not that, I'm just gonna throw away, pretty much. Yeah. So, if anyone has noticed that, like, I did not actually, I said I would do a new intro, and I did not actually get a new intro. That's because I was like working on it like all last night, and I couldn't finish it. It was at like 2 a.m. when my computer started to like break down. I'm like, you know what? It's probably time to stop. Like Windows Explorer just wouldn't work correctly. I had to reset Windows Explorer. All my file windows like just kept crashing. And then I didn't realize. Oh yeah, when I end the Windows Explorer task, like, you know, all the opening files and stuff, that also ends the taskbar on the bottom. So I like, well, it was pretty easy to get that back on. I just like, I don't remember ever doing that, or maybe I've done that like once in my life, just like troubleshooting stuff. But yeah, well, it's fine. I don't want to like, you know, raise any expectations. It's not like a huge deal. It's just that, like, I was working on something and I wasn't, for whatever reason, I wasn't able to finish it. So it's more that like finding all the whatchamacallit, all the clips. Like that's the real hard part. Actually putting it together, that's also kind of hard in a different way. But kind of hard in a different way. Now, I wish I kept that one mod for Sanchoku. It's better than the Dora. Sure. I guess I'll take 10-5 with the Dora, but I'm probably gonna get rid of this. Like here, on the Dora indicator, it's pretty weak. Very, very weak. I don't think I would ever cut the Dora into a Ricci. I'll stay in Dama. Is weak in a different way. Just don't feel like fighting this. I mean, Dora indicator is like one of the worst possible weights you could ever ask for. This is slightly better, I guess. But maybe I could try it. No, I'll try it. I'll try it. It is better. Anyway, Ichi. It's one Dora. It's fine. 2 So's out here. Blocked by my 3 So a little bit. Which doesn't necessarily mean it's in the wall. It could be in someone's hand. But now it's Suji, so maybe it could come out now. But they might be wondering where all the 3 So are. And it's in my hand, it's just not relevant to my weight. Kan? Kabe? Oh, there's one of my 3 pins. It's in the door indicators. Yeah, Don managed to catch him. Yeah, weird to wait on the 1 So there. Wouldn't you expect I would wait on the 1-4? Wouldn't you expect I wait on the 1-4? Yeah. If I had 2 3s in my hand, at least. That's the more normal shape. But, you know, That's just kind of how it worked out. But yeah, that was a great con. Yeah, that was a con that actually not just like upped my value, but also just won me the round. Since it made the 2-sub just look extremely safe. But yeah. Eureka. Thanks for the 3-month subscription. Appreciate the support. So I'll do this. One of the cons of all time, indeed. Very thirsty tree, hello. Gonna hold the 2-pin just in case I get 1, 2, 3 Sanshoku, I guess. It's not really a thing. But I really don't need the extra 5. So I'll keep the 2 like just in case I get something better. Remon? Okay, we cut the 2 now. Opponent to wait on 8, so it's not terrible, I guess. Just like very uninteresting. This one's a little bit weird. We'll just hope we're not Mochi Mochi with these. Hope we just don't have 2 of each. 9 so? Huh. That's not safe. Alright. Yeah, finding clips is so difficult. Dude, like... Ooh. I remember finding clips in, like, fighting games. Like, my fighting game... Like, my old fighting game streams was like, a pain in the neck sometimes. Like, when I wanted to find, like, something really specific. But at the very least, like, it was very obvious when that could happen. Like, when a fighting game thing could happen. It's like, hey, I wanted to... I want to find something where I do this. And just like, okay, well... Where I, like, hit someone with a throw after they wake up. You know, they get up from a knockdown. And just like, yeah, well, that's pretty easy to find. Or like, you know, someone doing like a super, you know, that's like not that hard to find. And especially like if it's like character specific, then it's just, you know, if I want to find a specific character doing something, I have to find the matchup where I play against that character. But once I find it, it's just like, you know, there it is. And it's like, you know, immediately obvious. Just like, yeah, I'm fighting like this like tall Russian woman, you know. And then like I fight against like a luchador, like very visually obvious all the differences of like where you need to find stuff. Not so much in Mahjong because like the random nature of the game means that you have like all that variation of like, you know, lots of different game states and, you know, essentially characters or whatever, but it's all in the same game. It's all in the same game. It's just like randomly your, you know, your high pie, your starting draw will be different. And you just gotta check every one. You just gotta check every freaking hand until you find something. I guess 9-pin's the safest, I think, actually. Hello, Zandusky, Fortune. How you doing? Yeah, there was also West, but from their perspective... from the perspective of someone waiting on a 9 in a Tonki wait, the 9 looks worse than the West. Because they don't know that I have all the Wests. But they do know that most of the 9s are gone, because it's the indicator and stuff. Yep. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it. What are you crying over for? Because the game just started. North. Yep. What do we do here? Green. I'm like waiting for myself to like look at my bank account and like find the courage within me to like buy Pokopia, the new Pokemon game, because the more I hear about it, the more I'm like intrigued. Just like, wow, they're really doing something with the Pokemon franchise this time. It doesn't feel like a throwaway, like cash grab, you know, spin-off kind of thing. Like someone put, you know, some thought into it. Yeah. I watch Pokopia if you play. That's cool. I was actually thinking of not doing it on stream. Of just like buying the game and just playing it on my own. But I'll think about it. I'll think about it some more. Let's cut the 4. Like it's a weird thing. With games I choose to stream versus not now, because well, I always felt like I'm definitely more comfortable I'm more comfortable when I play just like some multiplayer game that I am familiar with. And I could just like, you know, say, because like I played these kinds of games like my entire life, so I feel like I have a lot to say about them just like naturally, even if I come into like a new one or whatever. Try Sotogawa. Really? Oh shit. Maybe it wasn't as Sotogawa as I thought. Or maybe it's just like fishing for Sanshoku. Either that or the white. I don't know if I had any other better options. But yeah, well, it's just like I would have to imagine. It's not like I'm against the idea of streaming Pokopia or anything. It's just I would have to imagine like for myself like what the appeal of the stream is. Yeah. And like, you know, I don't know. I literally have like a Pokemon based avatar and I'm not sure. And I don't know how many like streamers like actually do think about that. Have to imagine they do. Like a lot of streamers do. So if we pawn, we're in a bad shape right now. This pawn doesn't really do much. We would actually benefit from another round. So we're just gonna let it slide. I'm gonna get rid of the 8-9 so I could go Akka fishing here. Yeah. I mean, if I stream Pokopia, it's probably only gonna be like one or two times. It's not gonna be that many. Also, can't imagine I'm gonna be streaming a lot of it. So it'll just be like, you know, just for fun. Not a bad thing, but at that point, you know, if I just feel like playing it, I'll just play it, right? No need to like force it to be a stream if I don't want to. If I don't feel like it. One pin. I guess. Missed the Itsu. Missed the pure straight. I believed in the Aka more than I did the straight. Oof. Okay, they didn't change their hand, so I'm gonna guess that the 4-pin is still safe. That's what I was really worried about. Seven. Cut the 6. They haven't cut a single Manzu until now. Could be a Shampon, or it could be like any Manzu aid. I'll cut the 1. Yeah, I don't think I want to challenge either of these. 2 Dora, could easily have 1 more with how many Dora are in the game. And then like double tone over here. No thanks. Yeah, 1 pin should be fine, right? Slight pause for dramatic effects. But it was very difficult for me to imagine that they're actually waiting on it. I think impossible now that I get a good look. Let's cut the 8. Okay, cut the 1. The 1 was probably better. Yeah, both had really scary hands. Okay. 79, line it up. Yeah, really lining it up. 2 away, but still waiting on 2 specific tiles is just really bad. Let's cut this. Sure. Maybe I could upgrade to 6, 7, 8 Sanshoku instead. Be interesting. I've been hanging out at like in like this other streamer's like chat for a bit. Like a guy named Fab is like a retro like a Mario Maker streamer. But like he's been doing like this marathon where, well, not, I guess not exactly a marathon, but like he's going through like every Nintendo 64 game and like trying to beat every Nintendo 64 game, which includes a bunch of games that are Mahjong. And last time I checked, he was like playing a Mahjong game. Yeah, we'll do this. He was playing a Mahjong game, and it was like his 6th Mahjong game. So like, I assumed this guy, yeah, I'm pretty sure this guy learned Mahjong just for this challenge, just so he could beat every N64 game with 6 Mahjong games in tow. I'm pretty sure this guy just learned Mahjong for that, and he's actually like pretty good. Like I would say, yeah, he'd probably be like high adept, like high silver-ish, if you were like playing Mahjong Soul. It's like definitely not what I would expect from someone who has no otherwise experience. So you can check him out in the retro category if you see someone playing Mahjong 64 on Twitch in the afternoons of late afternoons of on East Coast. I always find it like really cool, really fun to like watch people like try Mahjong just, you know, show off like, you know, different kind of skills and make different kinds of mistakes. All right, 7, 7, 7, 7. Got the 8. Yeah, we'll do this. Isaacus, hello. Welcome to stream. Umko as well. Good evening, konbanwa. Very late, I assume, in Japan right now. Thank you for starting up a little bit for the stream. Good for the. What was that? Was that a con? That had to be a con, right? That has to be a con. I just like didn't want to do it. I don't know how likely the 2-4 pin Kanchan or 1-2 pin Penchan the edge weight or the close weight was for 3 pin, but alright. If that was a con, then sure. Still bide our time until we get a good hand. FF14 and Yakuza Mahjong players when they see the Mario Mahjong player. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, it should play like finish all the DS games next and then like, you know, get to the Yakuza DS game. Play as Yoshi who never reaches. All about speed, man. It's really funny. There's like an aura there. It's like Yoshi's all about speed. He will never reach you. Like, oh damn. We'll never use this mechanic in the game. 6. It's actually a Mahjong client on one of the Switch games I have, I think. Oh, that's cool. Besides like the 51 Classics game. I mean, there aren't that many, Okay, I'll call Paul just because maybe I can get some points here, and if like he's pushing like so much for this, makes me think I'm gonna have to be satisfied with only a few points versus, you know, 0. Oh shit. Let's get rid of this. Ooh. Yeah, I was wondering if he was already in Senpai, if he was going to discard the 1 mon like that. Discarding a 1 mon when you already had one in your discard, that's a little bit scary. It's like basically discarding an honor tile. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Try to go for Honitsu, half flush. And you know, maybe a little bit side of red hand, you know, get some reds, get some Maka. For a normal hand that's also in the cards somewhere. But I will just, you know, we'll just call for the hand. Even if these shapes are not very good for Honitsu. Okay, well that's another way I can get value at least if I just get a bunch of Dora. A red 5 around here. Gotta be careful though. I have one mon, I have East. Green is still alive. Toro Delicioso. Hello? Anyone I just missed? Or missed before? Didn't call you out, Van Gwyn, but glad you're here and the waves as well. What to do here? Still kind of need a pair, so this green and the one mon could still help with that. And then there is a chance that I might still want to just grab a normal hand with the Dora. It's better than nothing. Oh shit. Alright. This is what I was hoping would happen. Holding on to the 4-pin for so long. I didn't hold it on long enough. Ooh. This hand... I don't know. I don't know about this hand, man. We'll see. If I can get a pair. If I get Ishanten. Okay. Ishanten. Playing IRL tomorrow. My goal is to avoid Furiten and no Yakus. Good luck. That's actually pretty hard. Like, no joke. That could be like pretty difficult if you're not already used to tracking that. So it's like a different skill. But yeah, good luck. Good luck. Have fun. You know, it's like don't take any mistakes too hard. You know, it is what it is. Just laugh it off. Just like, oh man, I made mistakes. It's just like, you know. And then I'm sure the other people, you know, at the table will tell you all about, like, you know, their worst chombos that they've like did, that they could have like won a tournament or whatever, and then they chomboed. You know, couldn't be me. But oh, another Sanshoku. Was like Sanshoku that actually happened. Instead of just setting up for one. Yeah, really just have fun. I mean, like, don't worry about too much about chombos. They'll happen. Chombos happen. Like, you know, mistakes happen. Like, even pros will make mistakes. So it's not like you have to put yourself to like some super high standard. Of course, like, you know, minimizing chombos would be nice though, but that can come with time. Okay. Another really uninspiring hand. Maybe I can get like, I don't know, a Forso. Yeah, Forso is the Dora here. Kinda wanted to hold on to that green a little bit longer to see if like I didn't want to pawn it. Is in this case, I think like I'm okay with someone calling pawn on the green. Since hopefully I can convince someone to like, you know, just cheapen their hand or something. Seven mon. Okay, well technically Ishanten. Okay, here's what's gonna happen, right? If I get Tenpai and I'm waiting on Tuso, even if I'm not, I think I'm gonna Dama. And then I'm gonna wait until I get the Dora, and then I'll Richi. If I get the Tuso, oh, I didn't expect that one. If I get the Tuso, I'm gonna tell you now, I'm not gonna Sumo. We're gonna go all the way. There's still time. Although it would give me extra foo. Yeah. I guess I can use the extra foo to my advantage. Alright, never mind. I just gave the guy an extra 1,000. Baited by foo. Alright. Ooh, where do we start? Okay, at the very least, this hand looks more promising than like any of the other hands that we've seen so far. Yeah, we're in danger mode. We'll have to change the music on this. Keep the 2 and 8 just in case I get my last block that way. This G-Toy? Well, at this point, I'll take anything. I'll take whatever I can get. 2-pin, 4-pin. I have a lot of blocks here. Hey Lily, Andre, let's talk pirate. Your Minotaur, low, low. What we're gonna do here. Can I afford to cut 9 so at some point? I think I could afford to cut 3-pin. Don't feel like I need 3-pin. Not really for anything except G-Toy. Alright. We'll do it like this though. We're just getting a little bit late, so I was concerned a little bit about like some random Rishi. Wait, the 6. This is a 2-tile late? Oh god. Even this is better. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't deal in. Okay, we're good. Force me to drop this 7-8. I don't know how I feel about this too, so. Okay. Still alive, don't worry guys, we can still reach you. I shouldn't have discarded that, I should have carded the green-red that time. I can't afford to call Yakuhai, really. I mean, I guess I could. It's better than dying. 3-so though. Hoping you can get a Pinfu. Make use of this last Rishi stick. Mon, 7 Mon. Itsu is not real. I'm gonna cut this 8-9 very quickly. As soon as I get anything around these. Okay, never mind. Is 7 worth keeping for Sanshoku? I don't think so. I mean, it is like a slightly better tile than the 1-mon 1-4, but this is much safer. for also having like upgrade qualities. Seven so still alive. Maybe so are we. Oof. Okay, we did get the upgrade though. I smell Ricci coming. There it is. We're just gonna go full force though. We got nothing left to lose. If I let you win, it's over for me. Reach. Six man looks okay here, actually. See if I can draw it. And 2 Ricci sticks, you know, getting back my Ricci stick and getting one more. Even that is fine. Won't be in a terrible, terrible position. As in, like, you know, it'll still be pretty bad. It's just won't be like on the edge of death. Oh, that's not the one. That's not the one. You want to skip so we could keep playing? Maybe he did skip. See. Hello? Just kill me already. Alright. There it is. Got her a 3. Nice. Yeah, you gotta take it. You gotta take it. Well, that was not yeah. It was just thinking, you know, whether to what was the word? Whether to continue the game for second, I guess. But, you know, only briefly. Or I don't know, maybe just like taking a picture of the unlucky Hote feeling. Whatever, dude. That was all off of some like Sochikawa 9 mon or something. 9 pin. One of those. When I wasn't keeping track that closely, so maybe it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. And maybe just cutting like 2 whites, you know, just like risking Mochi Mochi is just fine. Since they hit R3, they shouldn't have been thought on run pass. What are you talking about? It didn't matter whether they hit R3 or not. You know, they were gonna get third no matter what if they take the win. Unless like that's what you mean. That like, you know, they got R3 and they still didn't win. They still didn't get second. It's not like they had any way of knowing. It's fine, it's fine. Guess I could have kept this white a little bit longer for Honitsu. Oh well. Keeping the extra 6 for that. The extra 5. I could chi this. sketchy. So now it's 3. These are weights here, but really I'm going for the Honitsu now. Now I have some like, oh, some better shapes for it, but was a risk here. Putting a 5/7 mon into this dealer. Anyway, it's fine. Sad times are over. Got this one here. We got a lot of people who joined in the past like a couple minutes though. Jupitarian, Tenote, Redstone Random, right, VTW. Anyone else who just missed? Hello, hello. I think this is okay as well. I guess 6 mon, that would be the greatest draw. Be waiting on 5/8 Nobaton. Otherwise, the 5 mon is also pretty good. Same thing. Actually, it's better. The 5 mon would be a better draw than the 6 mon. Since I would get a pair for Pinfu as well. Hmm. 9 mon. Oof. Yeah, this is the part where it would have been actually nice to keep that extra 2. Because then I could treat the 2 as the pair and 3/5 as my, Oh, this is really good, though. If I make this my pair, and I still keep my Dora since I got the Akka as my pair, then just getting a 4 or 6 here over here will give me a Pinfu, potentially Itsu, pure straight. Or that, I mean, it's a really bad weight. Really bad. But doesn't seem anyone else seems to want it, so let's go for it. Hey Toms, noob who only hit depth yesterday, but super enjoying learning from you. Glad you're enjoying the game. Glad you're enjoying the content. Keep it up. Keep it up. Yeah, that upgrade wouldn't even accept the Dora. And would increase the weight significantly by 2 tiles, but 2 good tiles. Surely the 6 mon is out there though. Okay, one of them was in his hand. And then I'm sure there was still one in the wall somewhere. That's good enough for me. You see me like draw, you know, the 1 tile from the wall enough times already to know that it doesn't faze me. Anyway. Gotta keep trying though. Alright, alright. About another drink, though. That's nice. Sorry, I'm just like thinking about something. I'm not even sure if I want to like share. Get a lot of thoughts like that. A lot of thoughts. Even if I'm like, you know, constantly yapping about stuff, there are things that I feel like I should be thinking about a little bit more before I just release it out into the world. as an unbaked thought. I don't know how common that is, though. I don't know how many people take their own thoughts seriously like that, but I'll have it cook a little bit longer. Let's see. 9-so is fine. West is fine. Let's not play around against Dealer Ricci. If anyone else deals into Dealer Ricci, then I'm not even in 4th anymore. 9-so is safe. Is that a push? Was that a push, or was that just the safest tile? I'm going to account for him, like, potentially being in Tenpai soon, like calling a Ricci chase. I'm gonna hold these 9s, which are probably going to be safe against him. I mean, I would imagine this 8 is probably okay, but against Dealer, but I don't have to test that now. It's safe against Kamicha. I could test that later if Kamicha actually decides to call. There we go. Thoughts need to be baked to perfection. Call me the fucking sushi chef. Hey, you know, you're on, like, undercalling, like, underrepresenting just how much preparation goes into making a nice roll of sushi. You know, if we're talking about the good stuff, you know, the fresh stuff. Have to prepare the fish, you know, yourself. They do it like right in front of you. Tuman, yeah, sure. And the rice, the and all that. So It would be my last tile. Super safe. If I pawn, I would give him Haite, which is counterintuitive. Let's not do that. Yeah, and this guy really was pushing. Yeah, it's completely open. Alright, well, I'm okay with that. We'll just be on our merry way. Maybe we'll get a second. Yeah, I could, like, deal into a Mangan now from the dealer and still be, like, in an okay position. Still be, like, just fighting, scrapping for fourth instead of drowning. Okay, sure. Keep the 6 out here just in case I get anything else around it, and then I could get Pinfu. Sure, we'll do this. Oh, hey, Hemag. I had a weird dream where you were spectating my Mahjong games, and then suddenly you started spectating my Deadlock games instead and shitting on my gameplay. That is a pretty weird dream. Do I really come across that way? I wouldn't do that, right? Right, guys? I wouldn't do that. That's a... I kind of did that against, you know, well, you know, a good jest with someone we know very well in the Discord. I just hopped in there. Yeah, we're not backseaters, right? No way. Anyway. But yeah, I don't even play Deadlock, so I couldn't tell you. And like certainly there's like I definitely feel like the Dunning-Kruger effect, like when like for backseating. I don't know, at least for me. I don't know if any of you guys feel this, but it's just like when you have like so much experience in a game, like me with like Mahjong or something, like you've seen like so many people make all different kinds of mistakes. You know, you've come to appreciate just like the game as a whole. That just like it feels like, you know, it feels like a kind of, what's the word? You have to be cautious. It's a little bit precarious, a little bit something, a little bit something. I don't want to like, you know, like barge into a stream and like start backseating and stuff. But like if I'm like not that good, then I might like backseat only to be like, only because like I'm also playing the game in my head, just like because I just want to try out the game in my head, and I'm like wondering if I, you know, what would happen if like the streamer or whatever like did this or that, because like I'm at the same time thinking about like what if I just did that or this or that, right? Because I don't know if you guys feel the same way, because it is a little bit counterintuitive. Because, you know, if you have all the moves, you know, if you've like played the game for a long time and you have all the moves that you could possibly do in your head, doesn't that give you like more room to like, you know, like critique and be like, this is the move you should have done here and this is the move you should have done there? I don't know. Have you considered SSK? Never in my life. I don't even know what that is. Is that a Yaku? Sure. We're keeping this 3 just because of SSK. 345. Whenever I watch someone else play Mahjong, I care about what they do way more than I do my own gameplay. I could tell. No way. That's crazy. Yeah. 456 457 567 567's Sanshoku? Nah, no thanks. Yeah, okay. You rewatch that Saki Cup where I go on an insane run when she spectated like 4 times now? Oh, yeah. Like the only person in the world, just like well, I guess not the only person. That's the reason to watch that. There were like a couple of other people. Sometimes I still go back to like, you know, old tournaments that no one cares about just because I played in them once, you know. Just like, you know, reminiscing about the thing. This is so weird. I think we just cut 4. And probably the 5 as well. And probably the 3. Ugh. Alright, I'll cut the 3 just because it's like safe. And technically this is the most efficient as well, if we don't include calling. But I really just don't want to discard any Manzu. Hey Veldrick, woke up 30 minutes ago with only 4 hours of sleep. Played Reed Hands is shot as hell. Yep. I sure know that feeling. The 9 on here. And not in the sky, hello. How you doing? Be time to update the music list soon. These streams go on for quite a while, so we end up getting a lot of repeats. It's like basically just go through the entire playlist. I need like double the playlist. How the hell am I gonna do that? That's a lot of songs, you know. It probably would be fine if I like put like covers and stuff in the playlist too. I just don't usually do that, I guess. Let the PonCats pick the playlist. Yeah, well, unfortunately, Big Daddy YouTube is not really a fan of people just playing whatever they want. So on the Discord, well, they kind of already did. They kind of sent like some stuff. But yeah, if you also want to send like, you know, your own like music on the Discord, if it like ends up being like YouTube friendly enough, I might give it a shot. I'm keeping this 4 because I really would like the Dora. You know how insane it would be if we got the Dora? Well, I mean, we're not gonna get it, but we didn't sacrifice anything, at least. But yeah, there's like 3, 4, 5 Sanshoku with 2 Dora. That would have been crazy. Maybe 3 Dora if I get the Akka again. Oh. Hey, come on. You're in my way of my first place. I haven't gotten first in like a while. I need this first. Just came back from like this really stupid a really stupid 4th. Alright. And north here. Bum, 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 bum. I'm Marbot. Speed ID, that's my mom. What does that mean? I said that out loud. I hope it's not like some slur or something. You never know these days what viewers will try to trick their streamers into saying. Can I have a turn? Alright, it's a little awkward to throw this green now. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. You don't have it. You don't have it. Alright, south. Hopefully they're not waiting on the south right now. Oh, we were mochi, so they're not. 2-pin? Sure, we'll cut 2-pin first. And then we'll cut south safely into Richi or Chi. 8-pin as well, sure. I mean, it could still be Toy, but if it's Toy by itself... Oh, they didn't walk on. Probably means they're not in Tenpai. Or they... No, they could still be in Tenpai, but maybe they just aren't that confident. They already have a Magan. I mean, fair enough if they, you know, if that's the case. It rocks. What's 2 to 3 of 100? Rounded up 6, 7. You're welcome. Yeah, I saved you a calculator. The calculator, yeah. 5A mon. Sumo. Man, I don't know what I was doing last game. Just like, Mahjong's actually pretty easy. You just gotta draw your tiles all the time. It's like, oh yeah, of course. Oh, why didn't I think of that? It's like, finally. It really is that easy. Adinu Groho? Hello? What? What the fuck is this? I'm gonna Dama. It's like, why am I already in Tenfai? Oh, I should have kept that 8, because if I drew a 7, that's still like... I would have been already on men. Oh well. How many of you would have like recheat on the 8 or 9? Like immediately? That's also a pretty good weight. We still got time. There's actually plenty of tiles that could give us a decent weight. It's like a little bit better. Or in this case, quite a bit better. Would have recheat on the 8 for sure. I don't think it's terrible. But yeah. This early, you know, you have the time to you know, dream a little bit better. Dream for something better. Boom. Train don't stop. Alright, well, since I'm clearly on a streak, let's just keep this music rolling. I'm tired of having to switch all the time. I'm just gonna reach you again anyway. Alright, this one mon... Yeah, I already have a pair. I don't need it. Seven connected with the 6. And the 6 is the Dora. Oh, but it looks like I don't need it exactly. Cut the 4 and the 2 next. Guaranteed Pinfu. Or not so guaranteed. I guess there's also a Sanshoku, but we'll just go full efficiency at this point. We're gonna go full efficiency and then we're gonna reach so that we could sumo and like continue to drain this guy of all of his life points. Oof. Okay, once I get a safe tile, something safe, something that's not like a close to the Dora, and I could cut the 2 and then this 2. And then I'll have floating Ishanten. Or we're just not gonna get there at all. Okay, well, this one might be my best bet. Can anyone else take care of this guy? Hey, you want second place? You want to just confirm your second place? I mean, you're 28,000 points away from first, and definitely much less than that. 15,000 away from third. So maybe you just want to take second right now. Maybe. Yeah, because I'm not gonna. I'm definitely not gonna bother. 2-2 so. Okay, well. Oh, 7 mon was safe. I should cut 7 mon. 6? 6 after the 7? Okay. I'm not sure what that was. Maybe he had a bunch of 5s? I'm not gonna question it. Let's just keep rolling. Cash out our 50,000 point first. I'm gonna cut this one. I'm gonna cut this one because if I build something around this 3, that's Tanyao. And probably a better weight. That's interesting. I think I'm still gonna cut the 9s. Yeah. This is the best Tanyao shape. With maybe a side of maybe I get an 8-pin. And then I can like reach you off of like a pretty good weight. I can read this shape, it's fine. And also we'll chi our opponent to Tenpai. I think that's okay too. And even if we deal in, I don't think I'm that afraid. This guy has reason to like to call pretty cheaply. He's basically in first, just I have a bigger first. Enough will be remembered as an important stepping stone in Rockstar's path to victory, indeed. Yeah. No, as the great TM Opera has said, you know, I don't remember the quote. I watched the movie and also watched like clips of it on YouTube, and I still don't remember. TM Opera is a cool character. Green. 2-mon. 4-mon is completely safe. I have to resort to that. 2-mon is going to be less so. Just a little bit less so, but it is at least a 1 chance. 7-so is not safe at all. Okay, never mind. This guy has something to fight for, and I don't. That's what makes him stronger than me. I'm gonna make weaker moves because I just don't have anything to fight for at this point. I'm just hanging out. In fact, here, yeah, 4-mon's fine. Do we think anyone's waiting on the... I mean, I really don't. I don't have to. I don't have to chance this. 8-mon, it's not that dangerous. But I could deal into some random Shanpon. Then, like, you know, maybe they have 2 Dora. I have no reason to risk that. 4 Dora. What the heck is that? Five from the 5. Pon from the 5. Nothing to indicate that it isn't just around the 5. What the fuck is happening? Oh no. Alright, I'll cut the 8 now. It could even be this 3, right? 4, 5, 5? 4, 5, 5 is still possible. Give me some more time to think. Okay, this one's fine. Oof, never mind. It's fine against him. I mean, that was tough. Probably 2-mon was fine. Yeah, I should have done 2 mon. It was just Suji. Damn it. That wasn't the best. Luckily, we didn't lose too much. South? Nah. I'm not cutting south. It just been thrown? Oh, never mind. I just didn't see it then. I guess I'm just blind. Alright, we're gonna have to take another drink then. Wake up a little bit. I'm getting too complacent, obviously. Yeah, I'm so far in first. Just waiting for something unlucky to happen. And for my empire to crash down right before my eyes. My mind was like on other things. I was like too busy like trying to read the weight to like, you know, see that there was like a Ketbutsu. Pretty ironic. Okay. Yeah. So I don't really have a great hand. I don't have any reason to try and feed East player even more tiles, so I'm just gonna try and discard tiles I don't think they need as much as possible. So this 8 so is pretty high on that list. It's like they discarded a 7, so they're probably not in 10 by yet. I'm not gonna cut the 3 mon because that's safe to a Rom, it's not safe to a Chi. 1 mon is sitting behind a Kabe of 2 mon, so that's probably okay to cut as well. I'll cut it. Because the 9 so is safe against these 2 players in case they reach E. It is multifaceted. Chupin. Okay. Oh, he actually wasn't Tenpai. Nice. Nice second. Very well played. Nice first from me. Slowly getting back our points. It hasn't been great lately. Had like a 4th like every stream, but that's just how the game goes. That's just how the game goes. Yeah, the fake or I'm in 2-5 pin Champon. Yeah. Let's see how far back I have to go. Yeah, literally. This is quite the graph. It's like a snake, you know, with its like tail, just like a rattling up there. And, there's more first, like, but it's like way back. I'm actually just the king of second place right now. All right. Well, how y'all doing out there? Did you know that I'm going to be doing a stream on Tuesday, 5 p.m. EDT, showcasing some of the other Mahjong streamers in a game of Mahjong Feud, which you could have also been participating in from the Discord. I'm gonna link in the description, link in the chat. Yeah, so the link for the Mahjong Feud stream is on my channel on YouTube, but it'll also be on Twitch at some point. You know, when not at some point, it'll be on Twitch on the day of. Just like I did make a schedule for it. I forgot that Twitch schedules actually exists, so it's there too. Hope you guys are excited about that. I'm excited about it too. Yeah. Let's play another game. I feel like I'm in a good headspace for just like one more game. One more game, and then maybe a few more, and then maybe a few more after that. I'm playing for a bit though. Another like not so great hand though. Mahjong is addicting. Yeah, it sure is. Sure is. I haven't been playing like any call hands this time. Like last time that I called like once or something. So I'll just reach you. Mahjong is indeed a good game until you get eaten by Yakuman. Yeah, then it's a great game. Not for you, but for someone else. Oh yeah, Thedde, I did see that you posted like a what was it? Posted something in the replay channel. Was that like a guess the cut, or is that like a just a regular log review? I guess I have to like actually put that down as like something people need to specify now. Let's guess the cut. Nice. All right, we'll do that after this game. Just wanted to check if anyone was here. A Sama game. Ew. Sama. I hate Sama. I don't hate it, but oh well now. We got it. That deal in here, it's probably not even that big. Probably should have kept that. Probably should have kept that though. That could have been really big. Yeah, Honitsu, half flush. I didn't really have many other things going on. The other suits. This hand was just like pretty bad in general, so I felt like it's gonna be like worth playing at all. We'll go for Honitsu. Half flush. Mr. Sign of X, hello. Remember a night when I kept saying just one more game, then my morning alarm for work rang and I didn't even know 10 hours had passed? Oof. Yeah, gotta be careful. That could happen. You least expect it. Mahjong for me right now, or like it has been for a while, it's just so tiring that I just like can't ever do that. Like I just like have too many other things I want to do for me to like think too much about Mahjong. We'll look at our hand before we decide about whether we're gonna con. But probably we're gonna do it soon. This, like, I have to con this because otherwise this actually doesn't have much value. It's just gonna be 3 Han or 2 Han 40 Fu. With a con, I can make it. In fact, yeah, this is fine. This is a fine con. Just holding this 9 even. But yeah, with the con, it becomes 2 Han and 60 Fu. Which is basically 3 Han. Well, it's the same thing as 3 Han 30 Fu. Okay, nice. Get the Hellweight West. Okay, I guess I'm waiting on the white. Okay. Still... I guess I'm not waiting on the white. I'm keeping this 9 because I can still connect with another 7 or 8. And then this will connect with a 4 or... Okay, well... Yeah, this was the plan. Nowadays, I just play 2 games to be satisfied. Yep. Pecan pie. Yep. Hello, Mooning. Welcome to stream. Khan. Hope you're ready. We just upgraded into a Mangan. Oh, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Can't afford to lose this. I'm like half thinking of the possibility that I draw a 6 and then another 6. Even if that were to happen, I don't think I'm gonna con a 3rd time. But it would be hilarious if I did. Yeah, absolutely hilarious. Wait, it would be Fruity 10. If I don't con. Well, it'd be Fruity 10 in general. But it's also safe. The 9 month's also safe. And it's like the 5 mon is like really scary in this situation. Oh, never mind. You don't have to think about such possibilities. Hey, check out this foo count. 70 foo. Hoping it'll be a little bit more, but I didn't get another triplet. I should have gotten like a bajillion points for getting a 70 foo hand like that. The thumbs up. Oh, what? You had a Yakuman? What could possibly deserve like 3 angry face emotes? I'm probably not gonna check if he had a Yakuman or anything like that. Probably not. It could just be any normal hand. I mean, he was dealer. He might have had like a bunch of Dora. Like there were 2 cons, so not that unlikely he has like 5 Dora or something. Hey, let's see. Riz. Hello? Sorry. It's gonna take me a bit. I'm playing a game right now, so I can't pronounce your name. But yeah, I'm new to the game. Can you explain what is foo? Foo is the other half of what makes up the points for a Mahjong hand. So there's Han, and Han is an exponential increase, so it doubles the value of your hand for each Han you get, essentially. So I think I'm gonna do this. Yeah. So Han will double your points every time you go up a Han. Every time you go up a foo, you add like 1 to a number, that you multiply with. So, well, what that means is like you have like a tiny amount of points, and then 30 foo will multiply that by 30. But if you want that to be doubled, instead of going up 1 Han, you could double your foo. So you can, multiply that number by 60 instead of 30. That would give you double points, the same as 1 Han. Which means, it just means that foo is a lot less important than Han, because exponential is a much larger increase than multiplicative. You will go up in points like a lot more. Oh shit. Oh shit. I don't even think I'm gonna. Oh, okay, sure. But yeah, it's not that important. Yeah, because since like you need a lot of foo in order to get the same amount of points as 1 Han. And otherwise it'll just increase your points by like a small percentage. But yeah, the way you get foo is you get it by mostly by triplets. You mostly get it by having triplets in your hand, and cons especially will give you a good amount of foo. If you can get a con of terminal tiles or a con of honor tiles, and it's a closed con, you drew all of them, then that's 32 foo. It's a lot of foo, yeah. It's basically one han. That's like one of the only places where foo like really matters. The other place where foo really matters is if you have a closed hand and you call Ron to win, then you get plus 10 foo. So normally you would get plus 1 han if you sumo with yeah, you get plus 1 han if you sumo with a closed hand, but you get plus 10 foo if you roll with a closed hand. So it's not as much as 1 han, like not nearly enough. It's like a third more value for your hand, but it's something. It does like give you like some weird point values like 5200, 2600. Have you seen those points you get off of like some random roll, like when you call it Richi? That's because of foo. That's because you get 10 foo from the from calling roll on a closed hand. So confusing. Oh man, your algebra teacher didn't really do you a good service. It's just math. It's just a simple exponential equation. That's all foo is. And then all the different ways to like find foo is just, you know, that's just like some other bunch of rules you have to figure out. But most of the time it just doesn't matter. Most of the time you just get a feel for like how much foo you have, you know. I heard like the most popular like Mahjong parlor in Japan doesn't even use foo, really, which is really funny. Like the most popular like Mahjong parlor, at least like so I've heard, like at some point like a few years back, like locks every hand to 40 foo. I mean, not 40, 30 foo. So every hand is just 1,000 or 2,000 or 4,000, 3,900 maybe. And if you put like Kuroqueta Mangan on top of that, Chi. Kuroqueta Mangan on top of that will round up 4 han 30 foo hand into a Mangan into an 8,000 point hand. So you just have like round numbers all the way up, except 3 han 30, which is 3,900. Should let you play uncapped score Richi on Mahjong Soul. Sounds awful to play, but could be funny. Yeah. Well, you could pick up Toho Mahjong, Toho Genso Mahjong. That's like one of the Mahjong games that has that. Oh, this Chi is really bad. The Nakabukure here is a little bit weaker. So we'll take Kutsuki around the 6. This is a sticky Shanten. Ooh. Yeah, anything around the 6 will give me a new set. Will give me Tenpai. That's interesting. Kabe of 4s. The 4s are completely gone. Which makes the 5 very safe, because otherwise, why would you cut the 4 if you're waiting on a 5? That doesn't really make that much sense. Unless it's Chitoy. Chitoy can happen. 7 pairs. Like some other like Tonki or weird hand. This is Tenpai again, but I have to cut not so great tile. Probably this Tenpai is gonna be actually, maybe I could have. Oh well. But yeah, this I don't. Oh, okay. Well, copy of 5s. The wall of 5s here. Does make this a little safer, but it could still be a 7-8. 7-8 waiting on 6 or 9. Red dragon. Be kind of weird that no one. Okay, well, I'm gonna do it anyway. It was just deep in the wall. I have Tenpai. This is actually a pretty close race for first. Okay. This isn't even that bad of a hand. A lot of the doors are gone. 6-9. It was 6-9. Nice. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Sovereign Turkey brings up a good point that like food doesn't even matter if your Han is worth more than 5. Yeah, and then also 4 Han 40 fu past that also doesn't matter. So like 4 Han 50 fu is the same thing as 4 Han 40 fu. Like the food just doesn't matter. And anything above 370 as well. 3 Han 70. So there's like a lot of places where you just get a Mangan anyway. And it just doesn't matter how much food you have. It's just a Mangan no matter what. What is this stuff? I mean, it has to be this, but... If I get a 4... Yeah, if I get a 4, I just keep the 2-door, right? Cut this. I mean, there's this, but... That does also keep Pinfu, and it is a better weight. Like, by a lot. Because it's waiting on 3 different tasks, but it's also waiting on the 1, so... This is not waiting on the 1 mon, because the 1 mon is already dead. Okay, I'll cut the Dora if I get the 4. Or the 7. But maybe I don't have to? We should ban Fu. I like Fu. Well, if you're gonna get rid of Fu and like make every hand like normalize Fu across the board, you're going to have to change some other parts of Mahjong because the balance would be a little bit whack. For example, Toy hands rely on extra food to like be worth playing like at all. So you need like some other way to buff Toy maybe, or just like concede that it's just going to be a weaker Yaku. Winning by Rollin is also just going to be worse. Because you don't have plus 10 fu instead of that sumo. So, you know, it like the game Mahjong is already pretty sumo heavy. I don't know if we want to make Ron weaker in general. I mean, I guess like, you know, it could incentivize more people to push, maybe. And then there's also like, I mean, what do you do about like some of the other hands like Pinfu and Chi-Toy? Like we have to decide on like, we really want to buff Chi-Toy, huh? We really want to make that 30 fu. That's not a big deal. The bigger deal is buffing Pinfu. Buffing Pinfu to 30 fu is a big deal. 30 fu flat, because Pinfu, like, usually has less fu. Usually has 20 fu. I mean, compared to a normal hand, it will always have minus 10 fu in comparison to a normal hand. So yeah, like Pinfu is strong, and it's like a really common Yaku, but it's like nerfed by the fact that it is literally less points in a lot of cases. Which also means that, like, if you can get the same kind of Han without Pinfu, that's actually just better. And I like that, because I think Pinfu, otherwise, yeah, I think it would be a much more boring game if, like, just going for Pinfu actually was just the best strategy. Because it's already pretty good for most hands. And it's like, it's something you could kind of plan for, but not really force. It's just like, it just kind of happens. It's just like randomly you get a whole Han instead of essentially 2/3 of a Han. So, you know, like in a casual game, like I'm all for just like, yeah, just play with whatever scoring rules you want. Like, you know, if you have like a serious club, then, you know, just, like play with Fu. But you know, if you don't really care about like the tournament scene, like that's not what your club is about. You don't need to have Fu. You know, like if you're just playing with a bunch of friends at the bar, you're probably not even gonna have like a chance to like play with multiple rounds and, you know, think about scoring and stuff. Just pass around sticks, bro. Like, who cares? This is a very weird situation. I'm gonna cut the Dora. I'm gonna cut this whole Dora thing. Because I don't wanna, I just don't wanna deal in. I just don't want to deal in. I have a lot of scary Manzu. And then... if I deal into like a 2-Han hand, that actually like matters. So I'd rather this guy like win, but he might not do that. Fine, I'll cut the white. Maybe I should have been pushing more towards Senpai, I don't know. They used up a lot of tiles, so... well, I do have Force, though, against Dealer, it's fine. Gee. Alright, I need another one. I just broke Ipatsu, now I have to break the Haite, and they did it for me. Nice. The lowest possible chance that they could get, like, some stupid hand. Does mean they get Tenpai over me, though. Oh well. Can you give tips for beginner how to get more Han? I did make a video for like a beginner tips video like last year. If you want to check that out if you haven't seen that already. In that video, I talk about like the Dora as like for beginners. I think that's like the main way you're gonna get Han. I should have pawned, by the way. I should have pawned, or did I? Did I have it? I don't know. But yeah, that Dora is the main way you're gonna get Han. So just like make sure you keep your Dora keep the Yaka, the red 5s. And, like, don't be so married to... Like, there's definitely a balance. You don't want to, like, keep the Dora to the point where your hand is really suffering from it. But at the same time, if you neglect Dora too much, then you won't have a hand that's worth playing. So it's like... That's just, like, a kind of balance you have to work on as a player. Like here, I'm thinking about like still keeping this Dora. Keeping your hand closed, yeah, sure. Keep your hand closed is another way you can get value. But sometimes that's not true. Sometimes you actually can get average more value if you call an open hand, and that's specifically if you go for something like Honitsu with, you know, with extra Yakuhai, with some dragon tile or something. So, yeah. I'm gonna cut the door now. I mean, other than that, it's like really tricky because efficiency is more important than value in general. Like, if you're like too slow, then you'll never, like, value doesn't matter. You're never gonna win anyway. You're not gonna win a hand. The most important thing is winning a hand first, and then think about value second. So like balancing, yeah, like balancing value with your efficiency, with your speed, is like very important. It's like a whole different kind of thing. Even like yeah, recently I gave a student that kind of lesson for balancing efficiency and value. Yeah, I am taking students. I do Mahjong coaching if you're interested in that. But yeah, well, that's only for the people that really want it. Yeah, for value. Yeah, I mean, like, you'll naturally, like, pick up on things on just, like, what tiles are, like, actually efficient for you and what tiles, like, are kind of, like, just redundant. Then you can, like, hold on to more tiles that will give you more value. Like, so... And then also, yeah, so that means the more you learn about efficiency, the more you also learn about value, in a sense. Like, if you get so good at efficiency, eventually it circles back around to being like, well, you're actually making very valuable plays too, because you can spot like tiles that actually don't help you that much. And then learning a bunch of the Yaku, like learning all the Yaku is definitely important as well at some point. Like, it doesn't have to be today, you know, just like learn just like a little bit at a time. Start with like the most common Yaku. Honitsu especially is like a big value when you can like find it. Half flesh, that is. Sometimes toy, it's not that common. Sometimes cheat toy, also a little bit more common depending on like your playstyle, but like they're both like kind of unreliable in their own way. But yeah, Pinfu is also like a big like skill check. When you get to like expert rank and you're playing in gold level rooms, like especially like Pinfu is very important. Because that's like one of the other few Yaku that you can use that is you can like reasonably expect in like any hand. You can reasonably expect in like most hands, and then you also like what else is there to... There isn't much competition for it. It's that and all simples and Tanyo. And then there's like, you know, trick shot Yaku like Sanshoku. Mixed triple sequences. Oh, speaking of 567. Yeah, so Pinfu is like really important because, well, you get Pinfu by being like really efficient. So again, like helping your efficiency will help your value eventually. She. Yeah, but also like, you know, once you become more efficient, how else are you supposed to get value besides Pinfu, besides Dora? I'm a Pinfu OP. It's okay. If you have a bunch of Dora, if you're in like first place, then sure. Most of the time, I think you just reach Pinfu. His the weight is so strong anyway. It's like, you're just gonna draw, just like get the Hanuman, bro. Hit the Ura. Yeah, I hope all that made sense. I think for a lot of beginners, value is not like a high priority. But it is a priority, and it's definitely, it'll get more important the more you play. Can I get a 6? Go with my 7? 5, 6, 7? No? Oh. Looks like it's Toyman's game here. Crossplayers game. Aww. Maybe this is Night again. Maybe this is Yakuman. Big 3 dragons, Yakuman. Just another green. And then it already looks like a Yakuman. Just another green or red. Really don't think it's gonna be Honitsu though, that flush, so cut the green, cut the 8. But yeah, like when we say like things like, you know, just like get Dora or, you know, keep your hand closed or whatever, putting that into practice is like actually very difficult because there's so many other things you're like looking for and thinking about when you're playing Mahjong. Like it could also depend on like your position here, just like how far are you from like first or, you know, your next highest placing or from fourth. You know, how far progressed do you think your opponents are in their hands? Guess I'll pawn this. I'll pawn this and still keep the dragons. All sorts of things. Yeah, sure, I'll keep it 6. Get this guy off the dealer seat so I can, like, still have a chance at first. Oh. Yeah. Toy, maybe. All triples. So yeah, easier said than done, but the principles are all there. Just like, you know, how to micromanage your way towards those principles. It's like, you know, it's part of the fun. Part of the fun. Like discovering, like, you know, new tactics like that is like really cool if you do that on your own. Or just like, you know, reading about it in a book or something. Okay, interesting situation. Because... Oh, sumo. 2 Reachy sticks, baby! Not too bad. Got a Reachy stick from my closest rival, too. I'm in range. Just one Mangan away. Even a non-direct hit. But yeah, to put in perspective, like when I was like playing in gold, I think like that's when I like started to learn. When I started to really care about Han, like when I was in gold. And then I didn't know how to like score like formerly. I didn't know how to score like legitimately until I was in Jade, until I was already a master. So I think that should like tell you like how much of a priority value is, you know, in wherever you are in your Mahjong journey. Definitely by the time you get into master, I would suggest learning how to score for real, since, and you know, with all the food counting and stuff, because you never know what you're missing until you realize that you were like 300 points shy of winning, of like going from 4th to 3rd or 2nd to 1st. And you're just like, oh man, if only I knew, I just needed just a little bit more points. But you know, if you can calculate food and you calculate all the scores yourself, you know, and know where the scores come from when you sumo, where you roll, then you could do that, and you won't miss those opportunities. But you know, if you don't do that, then you'll just keep losing, and you won't know why. It's like, you know, it's tough out here. I've definitely lost my fair share of games because I either didn't know or just completely miscalculated the situation. Like, okay, it is also one thing, like knowing like what kind of hand you need, like how many Han and how many Fu you need to win. That's one thing also. Knowing how to get there and knowing how to like change your playstyle and like, you know, make your hand into something that is that valuable is another thing entirely. So we'll do this, I guess. Maybe actually waiting on 7 was better. I think I should have waited on 7. Oh well. This is still fine. I can blame my luck, so it's okay. Yep. Surely. Yeah, it'll pass. It'll pass. Don't worry about it. It'll pass. And this will pass because it's sushi. Yeah, I didn't have any good options. I think, yeah. If I cheat with 4-6, I discard the 3, then I'm winning on 4-7. But then I have to discard 3. Let's not do that. Oh, I can, it's a Suji. I can also cut the 4. 4 is now Nakasuji. 1 and 7. Alright, nice. 7 mon. I definitely think I should have, in hindsight, waited on the 7 pin. I didn't realize just how contested the Sosu was. You know, I mean, it was next to the Dora, so like Sosu was in the Dora, so felt like should have been like of course, yeah. But then picking like a weight that is 1 tile less. You need to spot that first. Why was the single tile weight on the 7 better? Well, think about from the perspective of Toyman, of the cross player. The cross player had a 7 pin in their discard. And it was like, you know, fairly early on. And also, they didn't really have much Sozu, much Bamboo. And then also Bamboo, the Sozu tiles, are going to be more dangerous because the 5-so was the Dora. So the 3-6, like, are both very valuable tiles for themselves to keep if they have their own Dora, but also very dangerous tiles if they don't have the Dora. So either way, those are tiles that people are not going to throw very lightly. And might not throw at all, since they might just be locked in their hand, and we did see that they had 1/6 in their hand. So the 7 was much less likely to be in other people's hand. Also, there was like 2 6 pins out. And one of those was from over here. Was from the left player, Kamicha. So also we have another player who is incentivized to push because they're 4th place. And they're likely to cut the 7 pin. The other thing about this player having the 7 pin in their discard, Toyman, is because they called once. They called like a Polnarchi. So if you call a Polnarchi, you're likely to be committed to the hand, and certainly they have reason to like wanting to push the game to its conclusion since they're in first. They don't need a huge hand or anything like that to do that. So all signs point to 7 pin being a slightly better weight, or a significantly better weight. It's the tile that's less likely to be in other people's hands, and it's also a tile that's more likely to be discarded if they draw it, in comparison to tiles that are around the Dora. Okay. It's gonna be pretty hard to get like a Sanshoku here. Just like thinking about it, 3, 4, 5 Sanshoku, but I think 4, 5, 6 Sanshoku is actually a little bit more likely, unless I get the 3 right away. Yeah. But 6s are also gone here. I might as well just con. Yeah. There's no point in waiting for Sanshoku. Fakest SSK ever. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna like take the 6 here and just wait on the 3. I think that's a little bit much. Unless, okay, hold on. I'm thinking about it. It's 5,800. A direct hit is going to be enough for first. Whereas this will never get me first. This is giving me a repeat. Oh, I'm thinking about this. Okay, well, not gonna think about it too hard. Alright, just another one. That hand looked really hard to complete on its own, so I decided to go for the call, even if it didn't give me first. Felt like it needed a little bit of help. Hopefully this next hand will be better, be more like first material. Okay, that's that works. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is also G-Toy. I think I'd rather Toy this. I think I'd much rather Toy. Let's think about this for a second. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna cut the 4 right away. I'm still committing to the value of Toy. And hopefully, like, this could be, like, a big enough bluff where, like... Well, it'll be, like, a little bit unintuitive for me to go to Toy here. Maybe they'll think it's actually, a Honitsu instead. Could be a Sozu Honitsu. Three-Han direct hit is a win? No. Three-Han anything is going to be a win if I get enough Fu. And this is likely to get enough Fu, so... I think this is right. So I have 4. This is another 4. Might like just this. Yeah, it's just barely. Wait. Oh yeah, this will be another 4. Yeah, it's enough. It'll be 7,700. If I win on the 1, it's 7,700 Ron, and then I win. If I get the whites, then it's a Mongun. It's Toy all triples. 1 red 5, the Yaka, then Haku the white dragon. 4 Han and then 40 Fu. Ron. Oh, that's really unfortunate for him. Maybe should have played a little bit more cautiously. You might just, like, lose your 3rd place there. I was just playing for the win, you know. You just happened to be in my way. That's very sad, but maybe they can learn a thing or two. Learn a nice lesson from that. Anyway, well, not much of a halftime. We played 3 games and just needed to, like, you know, work up the energy to it. But I think we could have a good PonCat halftime. And also to celebrate me getting 2 firsts in a row, right? Right. That happened. That did happen. I was not dreaming. 2 firsts definitely makes up for having a 4th at my level, so... Yeah, nice. That was great. Let's see. Thedde hasn't been here in a while. In terms of showing off his replay. This is the part of the stream when we look at member replays from the Discord. If you are a paid PonCat member, there is a special channel in the Discord that you can show off your replay. Otherwise, you could just hang out even if you're not there. Got any advice or pointers for someone wanting to start a local club? That I don't have. Maybe you could, like, ask Yusong, actually. Because, like, I think he started his own club. And then also, like, some other club leaders, like the Richinomi NYC club. You know, that's a big one that I'm also part of. So you could ask them. Or, you know, Philly or, you know, whatever major city. Yeah. But anyway, we got, what we got? Oh, bam. Is my Mahjong voter working? Looks like it is. Let's start tracking. And turn off close. Hey, welcome to Guess the Cut, where we try to guess the moves of the POV we're going to be checking out from Thedde's replay. So why don't we try out some of these moves, like Richi 7mon, and indeed it is there. I just need to, like, put on YouTube and Twitch tracking. Looks like it's working. Nice. Let's put on all close now. Bam. All right, what do we got, Thedde? What do you got to show us? He's a long time PonCat member. East 3, my perspective, okay. And it's a Sama game, so we're gonna have to like deal with like Kita calls. Although most of the time people just call Kita right away. So we'll get there. There is Kita in this. You have to say Kita or Nukidora or Nuki, Hey Nuki, something like that. To correctly vote that you're going to Kita on the turn. Alright, well, it's Sama. So Sama discards are a little bit simpler. What we're gonna cut here, it's between the 1 and 9. The 1 and 9 actually are just completely equivalent. The 1 and 9 pin in like a regular suit or 1 and 9 so are actually not equivalent because they have different Dora indicators. So that actually matters, especially if, there's like a Rishi in play. But the 1 and 9 mod, like they are each other's Dora indicator. It's like the only 2 tiles that are like that. And that's only in Sanma. So it's just like a complete 50-50 here. Alright, I'm gonna say 1 mod just as the closest to the left. Twitch is a little bit split, of course. YouTube saying 1 mod, what's it gonna be? 1 mod, baby, 1 mod. Yeah, that's me. I'm up there. YouTube's up there. Twitch is half up there. Let's go. What's the plan here, though? We're going to think about pawn. There is no pawn. Paul's open for the 1 pin. Also, for anyone that hasn't played Sama, cheese can't happen. Yeah. I sometimes forget that for some people might have never played Sama in their life. Which, good for you. It's fun every once in a while for me. And some people like it more than Yonma. Some people like it more than 4-player Mahjong. But yeah, this is a 9-mon. Think we're just gonna send it. Yep. There it is. No points for everyone, or points for everyone, to any perspective. Here's another one, 3-pin. Tiles come fast over here because we don't have to worry about chi, and also we don't have to worry about a 4th player, so... I tend to forget that while trying to get SSK. Yeah, East or Ton is a move here. The extra 3-pin actually doesn't help that much. So you could keep the East here if you want, but let's see. Thedde is in Sama gold, but it's like is Thedde playing in gold in Yoma as well? I actually don't remember. It's like if he is, I know he's like pretty close to master. Yes. We're rooting for you. We're waiting. We know you can do it. East. There it is. 3-pin. Okay, technically this is a pawn. Okay, so this is a pawn. It's an interesting pawn. It trades the sequence for the triplets, so not the greatest. But if you are gunning for like Toy or something, it's something you could do. Maybe at this point we would rather Rishi. Although Rishi is still going to be pretty difficult. And also maybe you're thinking about Chitoi Rishi would be nice. But yes, the usual answer here is to skip. Let's see it. Indeed, we skipped. 1 pin, we can't chi. Alright, well, I'm just going to put this out a couple seconds before we cut the 9-mon. But hey, I don't know. Maybe we want a safe tile. Maybe we're like spooked out by something. Yeah, SSK can't happen in Sama. Well, SSK Doko, Sanshoku Doko can. Yeah, I mean, SSK usually short for Sanshoku Dojun, which is the sequences. Sanshoku Doko is the triplets. Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna assume we all just agree on 9-mon. 1-mon here, okay. And we get a little bit interesting. Polls open for the 9-pin. What do we think? We think this could be a flush. We just gotta cut all our Sozu. If we could get rid of the 3-pin, and if we do, we end up getting rid of also Chitoi. But maybe if we really wanted to commit to Chitoi, we would have kept the 9-mon. And who wants to do Chitoi? where they don't have to. Am I right? Am I right? All right. Looks like 3-pin is the choice for Twitch. YouTube is saying 9-pin. I'm gonna say 3-pin as well. I think 3-pin makes sense here. What's gonna be? 8 so. Oh, okay. All right, we got a hand now. We got a hand, but the rest of the moves are gonna be a little bit more telegraphed. Pulls open for the 2 so. 8 so is interesting. Yeah, 8 so for the flush. So this is okay. Another thing I forgot to mention about this game. This is Sama East. This is all S technically. So yeah, East 3 game is so short. Yeah, we're going for the gold at this point. We're going for the gold, and we don't care about Cheetoy. Cheetoy is not the play. Cheetoy, never heard of her. All right, I'm gonna say 8 so again. And that will be the choice, so nice on Twitch to catch up. 2-pin, we can't chi though. 4-pin. What we're gonna do? 2 so, probably. 4 so. I mean, either or. I think they're both pretty similar. I mean, if you cut 2 so first, at least like you don't have to cut like one. If someone calls Ricci, like we're cutting only one tile into it. But, you know, if we can like cut these 2 4-sos before the Ricci, then we're left with only the 2-so, which is pretty safe. I think in this case I would still cut 4-so, and we could still use the 2-4 maybe. What's it gonna be? 2-so, okay. Well, Twitch was splitting the votes, ends up getting it. The very pragmatic approach. 1-pin. Pulls open for the 9. So these votes come in so fast. They come in so quick. What am I thinking? It could be 4 so. But maybe we're still thinking about like this is still Ishanten. Yeah. That would make sense. If we're still thinking this Ishanten, then we would still cut the 9 so. And we would prefer the Shanpon on the red. That makes sense. We're just gonna throw it. 9 so indeed. 1 so, 1 so, 1 so. 2-pin we can't chi. Okay, now this is a question. If we cut 4 so now, we are committing to Honitsu. But we are also throwing away our Ishanten. We are giving up on Ricci. We can cut 3-pin, or we can cut white as like a halfway, in between. But I think at this point, maybe we're gonna go for it. Maybe we're gonna do it. What do you guys think? Which cut will our guy do? Well, I'm thinking 4 so. I'm thinking that this is actually a comeback hand, maybe. And not a Cheetoy comeback. We gave up on that. So let's do 4 so. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, Twitch is just getting the half points. At this point, it's like calculated that Twitch is getting all these half points. Like relying on everyone to be wrong every time, and backfire on the 3 so. What are we gonna do with it? Are we gonna cut the 4 so, not realizing that the 3 so gives us Fruity 10? We could still wait on it. Or we could cut the 3-pin at this point and just like, consolidate our weights. I just kind of realized that this is also Itsu. That Itsu alone would just like be enough. So it's kind of fine. Sumo gives more Dorum. Yeah. I think we should have kept the white if we were going for Onitsu, maybe. I'm gonna say... Oh, it's tough. Yeah, YouTube and Twitch are split again. I'm gonna say 3-pin. I'm gonna say we're gonna just go for the Itsu. We're gonna go for the 7-pin. We believe in the 7-pin. 3-pin. Oh yeah, baby! The Hail Mary. Oh my god. I can't believe I got that. Oh, what? What was that? It's a Yakuban. Yeah, of course it's a Yakuban. It's Samba. No one would send a Samba replay if it's not a Yakuban. 13 stinky children. I was not actually paying attention to the discards here overall at all. They are pretty scary. They are pretty scary, yeah. Discard the red 5 in both suits. Probably not a flush. But if it is a flush, it's probably a Zozu. Or the fabled Manzu flush in the Manzu flush in Sama. That'd be insane. Alright. Anyway, thanks Thedde for sharing that. Looks like I was able to clutch it though with that 3-pin read. Nice. I think it was a good move too. I think that was the best move. Betting on betting on Itsu, I think at that point. If you're not gonna go for the Honitsu, and especially it was getting later and later for Honitsu. Let's just get Tenpai for the pure straight. In fact, maybe if I saw that, I would have cut the 3-pin even earlier than that. But yeah, that was a fun one. That was a fun one. We didn't get a single Kita, so was planning Itsu there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Itsu, Richi, Sumo. That would have been enough. Wait, Sumo? Actually, it's Sanma. The Sama scoring for Sumo is just kind of messing me up there. I don't remember the score accounts, so I'm just gonna let that one go. Ooh. Oh my god, I'm tired. Still gonna do it though, still gonna do it. We're still here. Double East Pawn. Good enough. 2-pin. Sure. Sumo manga and Sama is 6k, but it's a 9k swing. Wait, not 9k, it's 10k swing. See, it's already messing me up. It's a 10k swing against first place. +1 for Sumo, more like -1. Haha. 6-8. Yeah, XD. Yeah, Pokemon XD. Yeah, great video game. Well, not that great of a video game. More of a decent Pokemon game. I always still get confused when people Khan? Khan? Shit! No. No, I guessed wrong. I still think about maybe I can get an Akka or something. Alright, fuck this. Oh, this is Furiten too. That's okay. Kind of forgot about the Furiten. Alright, there we go. Furiten is gone. Furiten's a myth. And if the 8-so comes out, I think we know what our destiny has in store for us. We must fulfill our destiny. San Kansu, 3 cons. That's a Yaku I still have not gotten. At all. I've gotten multiple Yakumon before I've gotten San Kansu. Here's hoping. Oh, please. This is this even a long gun? Chi? 6, 7. It all comes down to this. I would prefer 6, 9, but unfortunately, it's just not in play. Hold on, this is an epic moment. We're about to get something crazy here. Oh, 4-so is just safe. Which means 7-so is Suji. 3 9s are out. You don't know where the 8s are, though. Oh, what? Cheetoy. Alright. That hand was epic. That hand was so cool. How much food was that? 32, 60. Would be 52 plus 16. 68. 68 plus another 4. If we get the 6. That could have been an 80 fu hand. Either 70 or 80 fu, yeah. Depending on how we win. I love esoteric, like, you know, scoring. It's fun. It's fun to just, you know, play with the numbers and see how they shake up. I like Fu. It's just misunderstood. Yeah, it's just misunderstood. I know you play a role in the game, Mr. Fu. I won plenty of times because of you. I've lost plenty of games because of you. Can't say you don't matter. Tonki and Kanchan are both 2 fu, so it doesn't matter which one we won on? That's not true. It is true that Tonki and Kanchan are both 2 fu, but if it's the Kanchan, then I lose the triplet. So if it's a Ron on the 7, so I'm pretty sure that's not enough. That would only be 2 fu. Right? What is going on? What are these hands? What am I looking at? Is this Chata because he has 2 Dora? Should I be afraid? I mean, it's definitely like a Chanta or Junchan. And I'm a little bit too far away for me to think about pushing this. You're willing to push a 6? I'm not. Goodbye. I think 8's probably fine. 2? Sure. I don't think I was counting Anko Fu anyway, so Simo or 6S would have been enough for 80. Yeah, I think Simo would have been enough either way. I think it would have been exactly 70 Fu. I'm pretty sure it's exactly 70 if we called Roland on Kanchan. Yeah, not that it mattered, because, you know, we already had a Monkan. But, yeah. We did have a Monkan, right? Did we? I actually don't. Now I'm second guessing myself. Now I just don't remember. Sure. All right, this hand we have 2 Dora here, which is nice. Except these are like some of the worst shapes you've ever seen. 5, 6, 7 Sanchoku is maybe a way out of this. Definitely think I'm not trying to go Tanyao. 2 6s are already gone as well. My 7 is very sad. And my 5. I think it was only double east. Maybe? Did I not hit a single Dora? Or the Dora? Oh yeah, I like discard the Dora, right? What was the hand? I'm trying to recall. 668. Oh, I drew it. Oh. Oh, let's go. I could cut the 3. Get Akka 5 feet. Yeah. I was wondering if if there was like an Akka somewhere. I'll believe you then. I'll believe you that I had an Akka. No reason not to. Oh. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say I don't need the 6. If I get this extra 6 or the 9, which is pretty 10 anyway, but so I'm not gonna wait on it, but on like a Tenpai. But even if I were to get it before Tenpai, I don't think I would like it. I would get rid of my Sanshoku chance, and I'm getting rid of my Dora. It's just like too much I have to give up on. Ricci. We hit the 7 once. Can we hit it again? I mean, this guy has been throwing at 7s left and right. I don't know, maybe we could throw a 3rd one. Maybe if I Damed. You know, honestly, this was kind of more of a Dama hand, actually, now I look at it again. It's Mongon on 4 Mon. Yeah, well, we would have been here at some point. Okay, safe. The 7 Mon would be so nice, but we already have 1, 2 outs. There's one of our 4 Mon. Oh, Sumo. This will be Hanuman then, right? Richi, Pinfu, Sumo, Tanya, Tudora. Hanuman. 3,000, 6,000, it becomes 3,100, 6,100. Don't you feel like cool when you say your points before the points, come out? This is one of the perks of being able to know like what your score is in advance. You get like aura. It's very powerful. Hey Overlord Whale, by the way. And Chris Harlem, hello. And Ars Dietz, hello. Didn't say hi to you guys. What's up, what's up? Ooh, Monka, I hit Ura. Oh, you've hit Ura-san. Oh, nice one, Lily. Assuming that was you. Good to know. We're sharing some good luck today. Yeah. Look at the 8 now. At the 8 now, I'm probably still going to use this Dora as something. Probably. I would love to. Even if it's like a 2-pin. 2-pin, there's only 2 2-pin. Oh, you're telling an example. Okay. What is this guy cooking? Again, like, okay, some random wind, probably a Manzu then. Don't have to worry about it too much. Alright, so if it's Manzu, let's cut our Sozu then. Could have also cut our red 5 here, but if I'm going to Mawashi, it's possible I could Mawashi down to with a 3-so. I still want to push while being safe. Oh god. did like a cough hiccup combo. I think I'm just like a little bit... It's getting a little bit hungry in here. Alright, we don't have to worry about that anymore. Chi. Tumon is for Sanshoku acceptance. Chanta Sanshoku. I mean, Dora is pretty similar as well. Cut that. This is a case where literally all my tiles are compatible with an outside hand, so why not? It's not like I have to worry too much about value. Instead, play for a little bit of speed. And, you know, if I have to be safe, I can still cut the norths. Yep. Maybe holding on to this 8 was better than holding on to this 3 when I already have a 1, 2, 3 here. And it's kind of doesn't matter. I'm gonna cut the 3 now. If you want to go ahead. Rather you take it now than take it later. Draything Goal, what's up? Yeah, I'm Mahjonging. We're in there. I have a straight Dora though. Really would prefer if I were to like, I don't know, even a pair would be like really nice. Because I could get rid of this and so just go for Sanshoku. A little bit late for me to think about cutting the Dora. Oh well. Like, dude is just Chanta. Who cares? I wasn't that invested. I just wanted, like, Chanta instead of nothing. Oh, nice Patsumo. On the Aka. Oof. Alright, I'm gonna have to, like, make an excuse for me to go outside. I did, well, maybe that's why I got the blower. I got the electric duster here, so I can actually, like, blow through my, like, gated, like, front panels on my computer. Get rid of all that dust. I could, like, do that for, like, my keyboard and stuff, too. Go outside, go for a walk, guys. You know, maybe the birds will be back before we know it. Hold on, 3 Dora. I need like a Yakuai, so I'm gonna keep the East and White for the best chance at that. Maybe some fresh air will be good for my lungs. Maybe we can get rid of this cough. Yeah, look at the seagulls on the walk. I don't think there are any seagulls around where I am, but... Yeah, bring fries. The like, crinkle cut fries with, like, a lot of salt on them. And, like, the ridges of the fries just, like, hold up, like, even more salt. Those are great. I love those. I think out of my, out of, like, if we're going to, like, the fries, like, tier list, I think the crinkle cut is, like, a little bit up there. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if it's, like, basic or whatever. I could go for a crinkle cut. 6. Like, okay, we are pretty far away, but also we have so much Dora. We have like most of the Dora. Like we have to like think about it a little bit. So I'm gonna cut the east. This is technically Ishanten. Not a good Ishanten, but we'll still go for it. We'll still go for it. We get the 5 or 7. We'll cut the 4. Otherwise, 4mon's like pretty. 4mon's safe. 8mon is Suji and like probably safe. I imagine. In this case, it's like you can't do a Shanpon. Can't do the triplet weight. 3mon. 3-6. Okay, makes sense. Well, that's what happens when you have a triplet of Dora, even though it's Dora, it's still the guest wind. Not like you could do much with it. Unless you have like Honitsu or something. Anyway. That just happened. Yeah. Luckily I have safe tiles. I'm getting lucky with safe tiles. Hey Yi, how are you doing? Doing okay. North. The north here. Double Lychee. You know, I'm not in a terrible position. I still have some tiles I could throw. Double 1-pin, nice. That's a nice catch. 9 so, safe. Alright, I think, yeah, we have a good amount of safe tiles now. 2mon, 8-pin, 9 so. Even, and 1 so as well. 6 so? Oh, okay, Nakasuji, yeah, that makes sense. Inside Sushi, 6-9, 3-6. Okay. You know what's really great about the dealer, if they call double Richi, is that you don't have to question whether any tile was discarded before the Richi. There is no question. Literally anything in the discards is completely safe, which is really, really nice. We've all been there. We've all like just like thrown a tile, think it was safe, and just happened to be the turn before the Richi that tile was discarded, and that's actually their weight, and get punished. 3-pin? 3-pin is scary. 3-pin makes me think that they might be in Tenpai or something. 1-2 is safe though. We'll cut the 1 first. See what we think about the 2. Yeah, if this guy wants to call Richi, I have safe tiles for both of them. 8 so as well. 8 so is a little bit weird. I have 2 of the 6 so it's not a copy of the 6 so that he's thinking. Maybe you could have a law 7 so, but then why would you not cut it? 7 so is like a safe discard. It's a safer discard than the 8 so. Maybe just had nothing else. That's also possible. Alright, well, I've opened up the door for me. I have all these different pairs. I have all these different pairs, and, like, they're all safe. Yeah, I guess 3 or 8 doesn't matter too much. Bro, rooting cheat toy chance. Yeah, I got bigger fish to fry. That is, wait, do I do this? For the 1-4 so? 1-4-7? I think I do. That's better. Yeah. Still 4-7 and still live. We could grab it. Exhausted draw, 10 pie points. It's guaranteed points, baby. Ah, shit. Guess I wasn't the only one. Ishan 10. Should have kept the 1. Or the 2, rather. I just wasn't sure about the 6. The 6 looked okay. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Creeping. No! Alright, that's about what I would have lost anyway. That's about what I would have lost. If I didn't get Tenpai there. Literally everyone had Tenpai. Oh, interesting. My cat wants me to play. She's like underneath my desk. Oh. Fortunately, I have to lock in. It's my dealership. You always have to lock in your dealership. I can't run away from this. Especially with a hand as good as this. Look at the white now. Pawn. Then... Sure. The 7 is about as is a little bit more redundant with the 4-5. So normally, like the 6 would be nice, but I can't actually use the 6 because it would be Tenpai anyway. I would just take Tenpai. So this 7 is actually only helped by the 8, and at that point, it's like pretty similar to like holding on to a straight 8, waiting on only 1 tile for the Ryanmen for the 7 with the 7. Yeah, 4-5-7 is not makes the 7 a lot weaker. Even if it's still a 7, it's just not crazy. We'll take this. If we get the Dora, that's a big upgrade. 8 mana isn't really safe anyway. Oof. We gotta fight, though. We gotta fight. Oh, shit. This sucks. Alright, we'll cut the 3. Cut the 3. Okay, Nakasuji, that's a little bit of peace of mind. Can't Chi, it's not Tenpai. How about you cut the 8? 8 is pretty safe. See, it's like doubly safe. You have to notice now. Please cut your 8. Please cut the 8, so please do it. Do not have it. Alright, 6 is fine for me. 9. If they have another 8, it still could be waiting on the 9 very easily. They cut a 7, so the 8 is more important than like some regular old tile. It's likely connected. So the 6 and 9 are both like pretty dangerous here. That's another 8. Where's the 8? Where's the last 8? If the last 8 like comes from over here or something, or I draw it, that makes the 9 or the 6. Ah shit. Well. Alright, we lived. I'm gonna say it still could have been the 9-so as well, the 9-so Shanpon. The triplet weight. Okay. Yeah, well, nothing I could do here. Six spin, please. 4-mon. Up to this point, there's nothing to do but to wait. I think folding is like almost unthinkable. I don't know. If we get like... Get to here, 2-5, that's Suji. What are you thinking? Thinking about 3? Thinking about 6? Thinking about 8? Why'd you deal it to him? Should have dealt it to me. I definitely didn't have 2 Dora. You know, and also me being dealer. It's not fair. Could have been me, yeah. It should have been me. Another Chanta hand? Don't want to pawn. Ugh. Sure. The Chanta's really, really weak. But I'm still in a range where a faster hand could work. And I just don't trust that the hand will complete if I don't call. Like the 1-2, though this tile especially, the 2-mon and the 7-mon. But you know, I think also passing that and like trying to go to winning the hand close and then like getting ahead, I think that's also fine. Especially since like I'm not like at all like close at all. It's like still pretty early on. And bye, Bon. Hope the games are going well. Yeah, actually, we got our first few firsts in a long time. I'm new here. What game is this? Korean Dominoes? Man, I don't know enough Korean games to tell you what game what game you might be mistaking Mahjong to be. Definitely not that. This is not very good. Okay. Yeah, get me out of here. One Han hand? Yeah, that's what I want to do anyway. Hey, Chico. How you doing? Bum bum bum. Rest first, thank you. Yeah, we've been out there. We also got a 4th today, but the 2 first made up for it. How goes the writing? I haven't been able to have the chance. Yeah, don't ask me about my writing. I don't actually write. I just talk about writing. Yeah, don't. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'll get to it eventually. I have a pretty good idea of like what I want to, like how I want to do it. In terms of like story structure and then also formatting. Like formatting, like you know, making up like the tiles and the freaking whatchamacallit, like game states, especially just like being able to show a whole discard pile in a novel is really annoying. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna have that as just like a PNG or something. For the Dora. Okay, so with the 6 all gone, the 5 is like, having the extra 5 is just so much less sexy. If I get the 4, then I'm gonna get Tanyo anyway. Okay, that's an upgrade. If I get a 3, that's Pinfu. Can't call this hand though. Oh! We actually got something. I'm a cloud of pain. You know what's the difference between this game, like the other games, and then the first game I played? The first game I couldn't win, but this time I can win. Well, at least I have been winning. We could always go back to not winning. Maybe I jinxed myself. Maybe the 5-8 mod is just not gonna come now. This is all just the flavor of water is reminding me that, like, yeah, my mouth hasn't like tasted flavor in like a couple hours. I should probably like do something about that. And there's like a hot dog or something I could like crack open. Ever try like sriracha on the hot dogs? I've like ketchup. I haven't been like a big ketchup fan like my entire life. So when I found out that sriracha exists and like it kind of just tastes like a spicy ketchup, it's just like it's a chili sauce but with sugar. It's like I just like replaced ketchup in like entirely with sriracha, pretty much. It's like almost nothing I still use ketchup in that I don't use sriracha instead. If like the classic burger sauce didn't use ketchup in it, like for oh, okay, sure, coward. You're in 4th place. Go for it. Go for the gold. We only need one Han. 4th place and they didn't go for it. Yeah, it's crazy. How little faith. Like, yeah, good luck getting like a Hanamon. Like that's actually, or like a, you know, a direct hit manga. And like this is actually one of the scenarios where Kokoshi makes sense. Kokoshi Muso, 13 orphans. 13 stinky children. Okay. Keep the 5 for a little bit, but we'll cut it very soon. Huh. Alright, we'll cut it. We'll rely on upgrading this with like another pair or another 5 or something. I don't want to hold like a random 5 just like at the end of the 2nd row. Oh, there it is. Nice. Especially when this 9 sub actually does contribute. This 9 sub does contribute to the cause. And it is also pretty safe. Okay. Please don't be waiting on Dora. Okay. So, how's your Mangan going? Direct hit Mangan. Ooh. Wait, what is this? Is it better to keep the 7 here? If I keep the 7, that... yeah, it is better. It is better in terms of acceptance, but only by 1 tile. In exchange, I'm using a much more dangerous tile, so... it's not worth it. But yeah, if I keep that 7, then it's... if I get another 7, then I get a triplet. And I could also accept another 6 as a triplet as well. Just like with this 9 here. Didn't have to do it though. Got Pinfu anyway. Sozu's pretty cheap up there. It's pretty cheap. Eight so to win, 5 so to win. Ugh. All right, we'll take second. We'll take second. We climbed today. Wasn't a bad day. Congratulations. Yeah. All right, 2568. That was like my points like from like a week ago. Like we are making up for the first place and stuff. Who texted me? Monica? Alright. How does this work? How does this work? If yeah. I'm gonna give her a deal and my favorite New Year's emote, the deal emote. Alright. GG everyone. That was fun. Yep, so anyway, make sure to tune in on Tuesday evening for the Mahjong Feud stream on YouTube and Twitch. Be ready for that. That'll be fun. I guess I'll just hold that up. There's no Wednesday stream. I won't be able to stream Wednesday due to like some other plans I have. So other than that, the next Mahjong like rank stream will be on next Saturday, and hopefully I'll be able to do another stream on Sunday as well for viewer battles. Yeah, that's the plan so far. Yeah. I'm really hoping I could do that. Do my best. We haven't had a viewer battle in a long time. So yeah. Anyway, let's see who's playing Mahjong right now. Anyone playing Mahjong? Or like, I don't know. Maybe just hanging out. This is always the part. This is always the awkward part. Who's playing Mahjong on like 2 p.m. on a Saturday? Okay, my dashboard is also just hanging. Hello? Alright, can anyone like look for me? Just like, is there anyone just like streaming Mahjong in English right now? Or like any like, you know, regular streamers, like regular Mahjong streamers doing something else as well? It's like my dashboard is just not working. Yeah, because it won't load for me either? What? Is Twitch down? Is Twitch okay? Alright, well, yeah, okay, it's kind of loading for me. Yeah, just so I could see that. Doesn't look like there's anyone playing. Oh, the Waves is playing. Oh, sure. The Waves is like a viewer, right? It's the same guy, right? Yeah. Waves 8. Watch the viewer like from like that comes here like be like the Wave 7 or something. It's just like, no, we're completely different people. It's just like, oh well, fair enough. All right, well, yeah, well, yeah. Say hi to the Waves playing Mahjong. See you guys next time. See you guys on Tuesday for Mahjong Feud. Goodbye.